I don't believe in the concept of balance. There's no work-life balance that you can chase, or there's no balance that you should chase in the early years or early 20s. The good thing about this place is the multidisciplinary ecosystem, right? We have business professors here, we have tech professors here, we have music professors here. You can have any idea in the world, you can have any judgment in the world, and you can get a review done from an expert here.
Welcome to VUTV. Today we have with us Aaryan Rai, second year student from Vijaybhoomi School of Science and Technology. He is currently pursuing his B.Tech in Artificial Intelligence. He is not only a student but also a founder at Taris Technologies and also have recently received Indian Achievers Award 2023. Hi, it's great to have you here today. So first, let's start with your introduction. Where are you from, how you started your journey, and what motivated you to pursue B.Tech in AI from Vijaybhoomi University?
So first of all, thank you for having me here. I've been building my company for the past 3 years, officially incorporated, and I've been building Taris Technologies as a passion project, but also as a corporate entity. I started back in 2022 working on AI solutions for small and mid-scale businesses, and I decided to come to Vijaybhoomi and pursue AI because that's my forte. Even my business is at the forefront of AI, and we have a lot of use cases there. So my engineering interest was obviously leaning towards AI, so I came here for that particular reason. And it's been more than a year that I've been here, and I've been working from Vijaybhoomi itself, and it's been a great journey.
It's great. So first of all, congratulations for Taris Technologies. You have done a wonderful job there. And so we would also like to know some of the challenges you faced in the earlier initial stages of your journey. So could you please brief a bit about that?
Yeah, so I mean, I've been in the industry working multiple things from digital marketing, design, web development, all those kind of things that everyone starts with for almost 5 years now. So I started working when I was 14 years old. I started freelancing for local businesses, started reaching out to local businesses, trying to work with them. But I was not really running a business. I was just trying to get some freelance projects in and try to understand these businesses. So after working with a few businesses, I understood that there is a lack that is there in these businesses, which is things are not very efficient. A lot of these systems are broken, and small and mid-scale businesses have a lot of problems when it comes to marketing, sales, and customer success overall. And Fortune 500 companies have their tech giants that they get help from, and they get these solutions done from. But these 99% of these medium and small scale enterprises are lacking everywhere, and they need a solutions provider that can help them achieve the goals that they require to. So that's when I started pursuing AI as my core subject, because that was very interesting. I thought it had a lot of use cases, a lot of potential to solve these major issues that small and mid-scale businesses face. So I started self-learning about that. So at 14, I started freelancing multiple projects. After that, by the time I was 16, I tried to kind of formalize everything and incorporated this company as a whole. As a major first client, we signed an Australian government client, which was our major breakthrough back then. But that was not easy, because from 14 to 16, maybe 2 to 3 years, at least till 17, I had no luck. So I used to do multiple cold calls every day, reaching out to hundreds of businesses every day, getting rejections. And almost for a year, I had no positive response from anyone. But once I got those positive responses, once I started learning everything, that's when I understood what the entire game is. And since then, I'm just learning and trying to do better.
So it's truly a story of hard work and determination. So what's your long-term vision with Taris Technologies? Like, what's the long-term impact you want to create in community, in society? So the audience would really like to know that as well.
Yeah, I mean, Taris Technologies is an AI native solutions company. We help small and mid-scale businesses become AI first organizations, mainly focusing on their marketing and sales intelligence. So there's this framework called AI RevOps, which we pioneered in, and we try to offer AI RevOps as a service where we help them kind of integrate AI into their entire technical stack and entire revenue stack, which drives them revenue and which grows these businesses and make them achieve good ROI, which is return on investment for these businesses. So I target Indian businesses, Australian businesses, and multiple other countries. And our main focus is mid-scale companies that have scattered tools, scattered agencies that are trying to charge them a lot. So we kind of come in, We consult them, help them build a revenue infrastructure for them, and then guarantee them the return on investment that we work upon. So we are not just offering some tool or some software, but an entire service that helps them scale as a business. That's what my overall vision of offering right now is. But in the long term, our company's core mission is to build the infrastructure for industrial intelligence. So not just marketing and sales, I want to expand into all the realms of business, all the operations of business which run the backbone of this economy, and help give my contribution in this revolution called the industrial intelligence revolution.
Okay, great, that's great. So we have also known from your profile that you have recently received Indian Achievers Award at the age of 16. That is truly remarkable. So could you please take us back to that moment, that when you were receiving that award, how was your feeling and what was the experience?
Yeah, so after working for a while, we had multiple events that I was invited to, and multiple places that I got featured in multiple news articles. But one of my major things was I got nominated for Indian Achievers Award, which is a national nomination. And at 16, I won that in 2023. It's been more than almost 3 years now. It was remarkable, but more than joy, I felt a lot of pressure and a lot of responsibility, because I thought it's a benchmark now. So instead of getting an appreciation, I thought it's a validation to my idea. I got a validation that, okay, what I'm doing is in the right direction. And once I got that recognition, I had this weight on my shoulder that, okay, I have to perform way better now. This is the standard that I have to set. And there are people looking up to me. So, of course, my parents, my mentors, everyone was proud of me, but I just took that as a milestone. I was never targeting that. I was never aiming for that. It just came as a byproduct. So, in the future also, I aim to work towards my vision, and these awards just come in as the byproducts to it and validating my idea.
Great. So we would also like to know how this university helped you in creating that environment where you could nurture your startup and that balancing your studies and startup together. So how university created that atmosphere for you?
Correct. So, I mean, after my 12th grade, when I was deciding on which college to get into, and because my primary focus was building my business since 10th standard overall, so I wanted a place which gives me flexibility of time and freedom of my choice, right? And the curriculum that we have here is very updated. The AI that I want to learn is completely focused on the things that are industry relevant, right? So there's no nonsense subjects that we study that multiple other engineering colleges are forcing the students to. So I took my curriculum here, which completely is aligned with what my work is as my company and as my business, and is also relevant to the client work that I do. So that was one reason. Second was the time flexibility, as I mentioned. I want as much time free to myself so that I can work towards my business and work towards my products. And this place gives me that. Weekends are empty. Even we have classes which are flexible in the morning. The rest of the day I can be in my room. I get all the functionalities like Wi-Fi and all these things. That is the core for me to work towards my business. So this environment is what I was craving for, because there's no one who can nag me, and there's no one who's pressurizing me or imposing me on some regulations to abide by. And that's the environment an actual founder needs to build something.
Right. So as are you suggesting audience to not follow trends? So AI is the new trend. So what advice you want to give to other people who are starting their journey in the AI industry, and the AI industry is booming a lot. So what advice you want to give to them, and how is your business is different from the others who are doing the business in AI industry currently?
So that's a really good question. I mean, AI is the new trend and everyone is trying to hop on the trend, but I've been in this industry way before it was the hype, it was the new fancy thing. People who are wishing to start in the AI space, they need to understand that they have to have a deeper understanding of the subject, and not everything can be surface level, right? What we are trying to do at Taris Technologies is make an outcome driven solution where I'm not selling some kind of a tool, I'm not selling some kind of a website, I'm selling the outcome that we drive for our clients. So instead of seeing AI as a tool, you should look at it as an infrastructure, right? So when websites became popular and Facebook and social media became popular in 2010s, everyone kind of hopped on it, and it changed the way marketing and sales happened, right? Even now when AI is at our core, instead of just using these tools as consumers, people should think as of how do we leverage these tools and technologies to build a viable business, to scale an existing business. May it be anything, a brick and mortar business, a healthcare business, anything can leverage AI in today's day to leverage their marketing and sales. So I think looking at it from an infrastructure point of view is a must, first of all, and not just seeing it as a toy or a tool is my second point. And when it comes to us, we are an ROI driven company. So I'm not selling some kind of an innovation or an invention. What I'm selling is the return on investment. So every dollar or every rupee that you put into these AI solutions for your business, what is the money that you bring back? What is the money that you make back? That's the guarantee that we give as a company. That's the thing our clients deserve and ask for overall.
That's very insightful. So today, if we look around, everyone is chasing placements. Very few want to get into the hustle of really building a startup. So in AI industry, could you please brief audience like how the AI industry job market is today, and what should motivate students to not pursue a fancy job but instead put their feet into the startup environment, and what all things they can get in return from this?
Correct. So the job market is a bit shaky right now because a lot of these jobs are getting laid off, and there's a lot of hiring dysmorphia happening. But that does not mean that one should not aim for a good job, because I still believe that getting a good job and being able to be a part of a team teaches you a lot before starting your own journey up. I didn't get that chance, but maybe someone can. And before getting into the AI space, I must say that if you want to build something in the deep tech side, you got to have deep understanding of the research and the studies that have been happening here. Me myself, I'm still learning. I'm still reading every day about this and trying to keep me updated into it, because I'm not deep tech right now. But if I aspire to be deep tech, I need to have all the knowledge that I need to aspire being in that journey. When it comes to placements, what I believe is that everyone has to become an AI operator now, right? May you be a designer, a developer, an engineer, a marketer, a vocalist, I must say. Anything that comes here, the way you portray yourself digitally, the way you put yourself out there is some way or the other you can leverage AI to make it better. AI is not here to replace us. It's not here to work with us. It's here to amplify what we do. So if one person does the job of 10 people, AI can help you do the job of 100 people. And that's how we gain the return on investment again, right? So people who are trying to chase jobs, I'd say that whatever you're pursuing, whatever your passion is, you need to be updated with what the AI use case is with that, and try to be updated with that, and try to focus on and target on these companies who can actually value your services and value your job descriptions. And when it comes to startup, I think there is a lot of hype around it. People think it's very fancy to have a startup. People think it's very cool to call yourself a founder. To be honest, it is pretty cool, but a lot of people don't know what it takes to call yourself a founder, because it takes years of just rejections. You don't know what's going to happen. I still don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I'm still in the early stage, but what drives you as a founder is the drive and the hunger that you have. So if you don't have that hunger, if you're just chasing the popularity that comes with it, if you're just chasing the LinkedIn headlines that comes with it, I think that's not what entrepreneurship is. Entrepreneurship is creating a larger impact, creating a deep value for a problem that a lot of people are facing. And if you understand all these dynamics very well, I think you can make a great founder. And if you're coming into this field, just expect a lot of discouragement, expect a lot of rejections. And if you are okay with that, I think in a few years, if you just get obsessed, as I mentioned, you're going to drive results very good. So both these ways are pretty common now.
Right. So how faculty at Vijaybhoomi helped you with your startup, and anything this infrastructure here helped you? So anything you want to share about that, we would be happy to know that.
So as I mentioned, the curriculum here is very up to date, right? So whatever I want to study in AI or related subjects are all something that I'm getting to know from the faculties directly who have learned these subjects deeply. So that's one thing that is very helpful for me. Tejas sir is our professor, and I'd like to give a shout out to him, because he's been a mentor to me when it comes to technicality and discussing my ideas through him, and he gives me a very unbiased opinion about it. So the one good thing about this place is the multidisciplinary ecosystem, right? We have business professors here, we have tech professors here, we have music professors here. You can have any idea in the world, you can have any judgment in the world, and you can get a review done from an expert here, right? And because of such a closed environment with these faculties, I have the privilege to get in touch with them, get my ideas, more validation. Tejas sir, as I mentioned, he helps me criticize these ideas and get it to a more structured format. So that is one thing that everyone here should leverage, not just the academics, not just the exams that we go through, but any idea that comes to your mind. I think even the faculties are more than happy to welcome these ideas, not just asking them for attendance, but maybe you can ask them for some good ideas that you're having in mind.
I think you can hire employees from across departments like management schools. You can hire your sales and marketing
Yes.
team. So it's a good opportunity for you here at Vijaybhoomi University, and I think it's great. So there are so many young students who are watching you today and also want to start their journey, want to start their startup. So what advice would you like to give to them so that they can carry that forward?
So first of all, I don't think I'm at a place to give advice to everyone right now, because I myself believe there's a lot to learn for me as well. So I mean, I'm the one who should seek advice from mentors, but from whatever bit I've done in the past few years and whatever I've seen working in the real industry, I've understood that more than chasing trends and more than trying to fit into the societal norms and fit into what is best for them, people should be more focused about their own personalities. They should be obsessed about working on themselves and adding attributes to their personality, because that's what works in the real world. Because if you're chasing the trends, you're trying to fit into some criteria, you're kind of getting lost and you're kind of losing your own individuality. So I'd say that in the early years, at least I don't believe in the concept of balance. There's no work-life balance that you can chase, or there's no balance that you should chase in the early years or early 20s. I'd say you should be obsessed with what you're working, obsessed with yourself and adding attributes to yourself, so that you can become an outlier. Because if you just try to chase the trends and try to fit into the culture, I don't think you're getting anywhere. So my number one goal is get obsessed with what you're doing. Do not care about what people are saying. Get obsessed with your work and relentlessly work on that. I don't have a sleep schedule. I don't have any set pattern or routine. I'm just obsessed with what my work is, and let's see where it takes me, but I think I'm in the right direction. So that's what my advice to all my peers and my friends is, that I think you should be obsessed about yourself and don't care about what the society says, because these are the years we can experiment and get outrageous results in exchange of our hard work. So that's what we do. Balance though we can have later in future.
So yeah, thanks for sharing your inspiring journey with us. And Vijaybhoomi University wishes you all the best for your startup, and we are so proud of you. And to our audience, please stay connected, stay tuned for next episodes, and if you have any queries or any suggestions you want to take from him, please drop comment and we'll be happy to help you. Thank you so much for joining in.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming in.